Hello. One of the reasons that we are not able to start doing all those right things for us, which will help us to grow, or we are not able to accomplish whatever we set out to, is that we give ourselves a lot of excuses. Does that sound familiar? Dyer, who had very deep understanding of human behavior, had written a book by the title Stop the Excuses. In this book, he has given a lot of examples of what are some of the common excuses that we tend to give. And along with that, he has also given what are the replacement thoughts that we can put in, what are the affirmations that we can use to start getting rid of those excuses that we commonly give to ourselves. Let us have a look at some of them. The first one is, it will be difficult. So one of the common excuses is it will be difficult, and we do not even start doing those things because in our mind we have labeled them as difficult. Now, if you look at it closely, there must have been many people who are doing the same thing. So it is only an excuse, it is only an internal resistance which is stopping us from doing any such thing. What is the replacement thought that we can use? I have the ability to accomplish any task I set my mind to with ease and comfort. So there are different components in this affirmation. I have the ability to. So I'm saying to myself that I can learn doing that. Ability is always something which can be learned, which can be enhanced. Second important word that is used is accomplish. So end goal is given to the mind. I set my mind to. So whatever I have decided to, I can accomplish that. And the last part is very important, which is replacing the word difficult. It is being said here with ease and comfort. So I am telling myself that whatever I want to accomplish, I can accomplish with ease and comfort because I have the ability to do so. Let us look at the next one. It will take a long time. So what is stopping you? The time frame that you create in your mind. Oh my God, it's going to take such a long time, so you don't even start. Okay, so what is the replacement thought that you can have? I have infinite patience. So if the time is long, I have the patience to demonstrate. I have infinite patience when it comes to fulfilling my destiny. I am not in a hurry. I am ready to walk the distance. That is what I am saying to myself to replace the excuse that I was giving to myself earlier. Next one is something which is very common with us. I can't afford it. We say to ourselves, I do not have enough money for that. And that is what stops us from making the right investments which will help us to take those decisions, which will help us to move on that path, which will help us to acquire those resources and assets which are important for us. So in replacement, what do I say to myself? I am connected to an infinite, unlimited source of abundance. I am connected to infinite and unlimited source of abundance. So I'm saying to myself, there is a constant inflow which is helping me to make these decisions of using my money. The next one is, no one will help me. So whenever there is a task which requires help and support of people, we tend to say to ourselves, who will help me? So what is it that needs to be said in replacement for this is, the right circumstances and right people are already here. So I'm saying they are already here and they will show up on time. I'm repeating this. The right circumstances and the right people are already here. So I'm saying to myself that they are all around me and they will show up on time. If you look at it closely, we need to understand that we can accomplish much greater things in our lives when we have the right resources in terms of people who can support us. Because everyone has his or her own expertise which can make 1 + 1 = 11 or anything else. 1 + 1 = greater than 2. That's the easier way to say that. So you are saying to yourself, all these people are here and they will be showing up in time. Another one is, I am not strong enough. Now this strength may be physical, this strength may be emotional. So I am saying to myself now, I have access to unlimited assistance. So if I'm not strong, I have the assistance of people around me. My strength comes from my connection to my source of being, who has created me, is giving me that energy to continue to take steps towards reaching my goal, reaching my vision. Next one is again something very important. I am not smart enough. Have you ever said that, something like this to yourself? Something which we very commonly end up saying to ourselves when we tend to go into comparison mode, looking at someone who appears to be smart, and we start saying to ourselves, I'm not smart enough. So I'm saying, in replacement to this, I am a creation of the divine mind. I'm not my own creation. I am the creation of a divine mind. All is perfect, and I am genius in my own right. In my own right, I am genius. Because it is always believed, it is always said, everyone is unique. No one can be compared to anyone else. So that is why it's important to say to yourself, I am genius in my own right. Next one is, I am too old, or maybe not old enough. I am too young, I am too old. Again, something very commonly said by people when they want to wish away from taking an action which is appropriate. So instead, you can say to yourself, I am an infinite being. The age of my body has no bearing on what I do or who I am. So age of my body is no consequence, is of insignificance when it comes to what I want to achieve. The age of my body has no bearing on what I do or who I am. Let me just share this with you. In the journey that I'm traveling in the digital space now, participating in many interactions with people who are learning, I find that I used to consider that I am one of the senior most in terms of ages, but I have started finding people who are beyond the age of 65 and somewhere close to 70 also. They are sitting in the same space, ready to learn, ready to implement things. So age is of no consequence, no significance. Next one is, I'm too busy. One of the commonest excuses which people tend to give whenever something important comes to them in terms of something which can help them to grow, help them to make their lives better. Whether it is physically, whether it is again emotionally, whether it is on the relationship front. So what you can say instead is, as I unclutter my life, I free myself to answer the calling of my soul. Unclutter my life. I'm saying to myself that I remove all those things from my life which are taking away my time. I free myself to answer the calling of my soul. I'm ready to listen to the deeper calling of my soul, connecting to my purpose. And the last thought that I'm sharing is, I'm too scared. Fear is another excuse that people tend to give. I'm too scared of doing something. So I can say to myself, I can accomplish anything I put my mind to, because I know that I am never alone. So I'm saying to myself, I'm never alone. There are people, there are support systems available which will help me to resolve any challenges that come my way. Important is, am I ready to continue to walk the path? So ask yourself, is there any excuse that I have shared with you today that you tend to give, and what is it that you would like to do to overcome that? What is the replacement thought that you would like to implant deep in your mind so that you can actually start taking the right steps towards the goals that you want to achieve? I wish you all the best, and I'll meet you in my next video.